What it do, y'all? It's your boy Theo, this man. Y'all know what's going on. We back at it again. Episode 2. Still haven't figured out the name yet. I guess we'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, man. We bouncing ideas off each other doing this episode.
But anyway, introduce yourself, sir. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, man. It's Q and Profit, man. Follow me on Instagram at Q and Profit. No underscores. All of that is together. But my guy, he gonna make sure it's down there below.
Of course, right on the screen. Y'all gonna see it right there. But I know it's always interesting because when it's first getting started on these podcast episodes, we kind of think about like how we're gonna get started, how we're gonna get into it. But I like to get into it organically. So what I'm gonna do is, since I'm kind of pretty much already knowing in this video what I'm gonna get into, because I got some notes, we're just gonna get started. So what you feel about like and it's more of like a, when I ask this question, it's more of like a that's why I want to do like the live. Like sooner or later I want to do like the live and get it started. Remember I told you about that? I'm gonna put the screen up and get the live going so we can have like people asking questions. We can actually have a conversation with people, and it'll be way more interesting. But I was feeling like I know, man, you talked about the police just recently. What you feel about the system, as in the Matrix? Do you feel like, because I know a lot of people are against it. I was once against the Matrix, I ain't gonna lie.
What you mean?
Like, far as like, I hate everything about like the police, just the simple shit. Like, why we need a license to drive? Like, of course, all this shit play a part when you really think about it. But it's like when you're looking at it as like a broad scale of being contained and confined by rules, it just don't sit well. So how do you feel about the Matrix? Do you feel like we really need it, or do you feel like it's just useless?
I mean, I feel like, to be honest, the infrastructure is needed, to be honest.
That's how I feel too.
You don't, I mean, you can live outside of it, but still live in it in a way, because only you can be aware, like, of what's going on. Mm-hmm. You can't try to fight it, because it's too, you know what I'm saying, it's already been built. It's already been like set the way it is way before you got here. It's kind of like religion if you think about it, right? So it's like, whether you believe in God or not, you can't argue the fact that the people who do believe in God, they got a moral path that they stay on based off what they believe, and that make them better people in life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So the infrastructure is set up in a way where I feel like it keep everything kind of
together.
Yeah, together. But you know, you got the exception of people who, of course, you know, you got people who go out there, shoot up schools and stuff.
That's how I feel. I feel like it's more of like, I agree with you. I feel like we need it as well. And like I said, I was against it. I ain't gonna lie, but it was for my own personal reasons. But I wasn't looking at it at the broad scale, which I think, of course, we do need this one. Like, for instance, everybody got a problem with the police, which I did as well. I ain't gonna lie, like I didn't. You feel me?
Yeah, I got some stories from back in the day.
The narrative's calling me.
Police.
Yeah, I used to be against it in a way, but it's like I understand, because like, bro, if you really think about it, who gon' fucking protect the women and the kids? Like, bro, we need all this shit. The thing is, we didn't let fucking viruses into the system, bro. That's the fucking thing. And it's like, why people want to be a virus, honestly. If you really think about it, like, what's the point of being a default to people? I don't understand how people can really live in that type of, like, I would say character at this point, goddamn. Everybody want to be an evil villain at this point.
I mean, to be honest, man, okay, when you say virus, you just mean people who
corrupted people. Corrupted people as in like want to do bad to people, like the police. I feel like the police is good. The idea of the police is good, but it's like when you got corrupted motherfuckers who want to do bad and misuse a badge and do harmful shit to people and take advantage of people. That's what fucks up the system and shit. So it ain't really the system that's fucked up. It's the people that's in the fucking system that's fucked up.
That's what I'm finna say. I feel like that's like a human problem, to be
exactly,
honest.
Fool. It's like
how you put a human in power of authority when humans are always gonna have ego involved, because you never know what somebody bringing from their home life. That's why I usually talk to my mom about this shit, like the police thing. Like I be like you just said, it's a good idea, but it get kind of like funny when it's like you try to put a person in that position to give authority, but shit, you don't know what that person experienced, like what perspectives they coming to work with anyway. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This could have been like they say. I know this is stereotypical. The kid was the bully. He was bullied in school. He go get the badge, and now he gonna bully everybody.
Exactly.
But they be like,
But
think past that. Think past that. But that's true.
Scale now with even fucking like Elon Musk and them, like these all people feel real like these are smart movies that was in class like that too.
Yeah.
But not to get off subject though. You can keep going with your story about the police, but I don't know. I just feel like
I mean, yeah, it's more so a humanity problem, really, because
it is, bro.
You can't really control. It's like with the Tyree Nichols thing. It's like, yeah, the idea of the police, but they obviously had some type of motive.
It's like,
you know
why
what I'm saying?
do it?
Based off of their experiences that they done had and whatnot. Because from what I seen, they just pulled the man out. They pulled him out of the car, even if he ran away, because that was the thing they was saying. Like, he got away from them. And when they finally caught up with him, they was kind of mad and shit because he got away from them. So that's why they did all that. It's like, you ain't, I mean, the dude running because he feared for his life. You know what I'm saying? Especially with everything going on today, in today's day and age. And it's like, for that to happen by your own people and shit, then let alone the fact they mocking him and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no sympathy on their part, because like, you got to think about it from their point of view. They thinking a whole different way. And it's like, a lot of times people, I mean,
but it's like, even when I try to make myself like get in their perspective of thinking like, what would, it's like, how could you do that to
that's
somebody,
because,
bro? Like,
it's like the same shit with the psychopath or the serial killer. It's like he think what he doing right.
Exactly.
In his mind, he really think what he doing is justified. You would never understand why certain people do what they do, because you just don't. That's the thing we talking about earlier. Like, we all similar, but then we all unique, just in the way we think and shit. So it's like this purpose.
Shit just, boy, get deep with this shit.
Shit, human life complex,
bro. It's more complex than we realize, bro. Like, it's so complex. Like, y'all don't realize this shit. Like how we was just even to my decisions. Like, even decisions, like as simple as we make it, bro. A decision is powerful, bro. Like, do y'all not know one decision can alter everybody's life around you, fool? Like I was just telling this man how he came here. He could have went, bro. You got so many decisions in life, bro. We even though we are controlled and, you know what I'm saying, but we still are free mentally, fool, if you think about it. Cause like, bro,
we got free will choice.
That man came here. He had so many places he could have went to, bro, today. And any of those places he went to would have altered everybody around him surrounded. He would have altered everybody surrounded. So like, even the decision you make, bro, is powerful as fuck.
Yeah.
This shit crazy as hell. And it's gonna lead me into the point to say, bro, I feel like all these what you call it, infrastructures. I feel like all these infrastructures, bro, we built over time, and it's for a purpose, and it's for a better good. But you got people that misuse the shit, bro.
And I feel like that's what it is too, because I feel like,
I ain't gonna say everything though, not to cut you off. Some of this shit kind of fucked up, like taxes, and some of this shit don't add up. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm gonna let you continue, because
some of that shit, because it's like loopholes and shit, but there's like some other shit, but with taxes and shit. But what I'm saying, like, as far as like the way shit is and how it been set up, you gotta think about it, because like, it was a time, like, shit, 200 years ago, motherfuckers weren't living to see 70 or 80 and shit. So it's like a lot of shit was put into place to really like give humans a better existence. Really, and like you said, it is people who just, you know what I'm saying, you got the crazy motherfuckers who just do shit for no reason. They go out kill motherfuckers. I mean, it's always gonna be people like that though. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be people like that. But I do believe, man, you need the infrastructure, but you don't have to be like brainwashed by it and shit. Cause like, although the infrastructure benefits you, it can also be not beneficial to you.
And we obviously see that.
It's like where they got the consumers and shit, like a lot of people consume shit. Like, that ain't a beneficial part of it. Like, we got a lot of shit that we can do nowadays as far as buy. They make us think that we need shit that we really don't need. Like, that's the bad part about it, but that's where it come in to being aware, like, as an individual and
shit. But everybody ain't aware, which is a point we need to get to. Because we was talking about, like, I was telling him, like, how I used to try to educate people. And I understand you should try to educate people on making their life better, because you want betterment for everybody, but it's like, you get to a point where you just try to preach and teach, and people, you really don't see the change that you want to see. And it's hard to really see that shit in today.